Hey, what's going on, everybody? Sean here again with Parabellum Fitness LLC. This morning I wanted to go through a warm-up circuit that I use for my power clean days. So the purpose of a warm-up is to go ahead and get that central nervous system firing. I want you to think of that as an electrical system, but a really old one. So not like a modern one where you kind of have to warm things up and start priming them and get them going. So I'm going to go through two exercises that I do just to get my posterior chain going, as well as start engaging the core really well. And what I do, I don't even know what this exercise is called, but I'm going to call it a V-up military press. And I'll use kettlebells or dumbbells today. I'm going to use 35-pound kettlebells, which is relatively light. And I do two variations where I'll either alternate arms or do both arms. It just depends on kind of really what I feel like that day. And that's something I encourage you guys to do as well. Not necessarily work out when you feel like it, but degree of difficulty. Listen to your body. Today, my hamstrings are really, really tight from Saturday's workout. At the end of Saturday's workout, I did 8 200-meter sprints and 4 400-meter sprints, and that was after deadlift, a moving event, which was farmer's carries with 225, and then a loading event, which was a 150-pound sandbag over the fat bar up there, and then stiff leg deadlifts. So my hamstrings are pretty well shot. So today, I'm trying to warm those up really well before I start power clean and press. So just check it out, see what I do. If you like it, cool. If you don't, mouthpiece as always. This really does help with the posture of the neck and keeping your head aligned. It's not just so you can bite down and not crack your teeth, but it really does help with that posture of the spine and helping that head stay straight. Not to mention, it really does help with breathing. So if you get a chance, check out Get New Age Apparel and get yourself a mouthpiece. I've got the Punisher one. They got some really cool Marvel Comics mouthpieces. So check those out. But anyway, let's get going. So I'm going to go ahead and take a seat. I hope you can see me right here. I'm going to grab my kettlebells. Again, light kettlebells because I'm going to lift them up from the ground here. So they're right here. I've got them in a front rack position. I'm going to go ahead and take my feet up off the ground and try to point my toes vertical. And I'll do an alternating one first. So here I am right here. And if you notice, it's really hard to control the legs and keep yourself from falling backwards. But right now, my core is just catching fire. So here I'll do a couple of reps of double-handed. So if you see, you've got to really maintain balance. And your core is just really, really firing. And I'm doing my best to stay within, keeping that head within the window and not push out, but push directly above. And then right after that, it's really simple, just a standard kettlebell swing. So I'm going to keep my posture good and tight. I've got my upper back squeezed together. My feet are planted just outside of shoulder width. I'm going ahead and making that claw with my toes. My head's in a neutral position. So at that rep, I'm going ahead and starting. And when I come through, I'm really concentrating on opening up the hip flexors and squeezing the glutes to push that kettlebell up. And I'm not just doing it with my shoulders. If you'll notice, my upper body stays pretty rigid during a kettlebell swing. So there's just a couple of things that I do for my clean warm-ups. Another thing I do, I just did this a few minutes ago. Got it on film, so bear with me a second. I'll do a seated box jump, and that really gets the hamstrings and the glutes firing. Not to mention it starts getting you warm, which is what you want. So just from right here, I'm sitting up straight, got my eyes on the horizon, and now I'm really trying not to rock forward, but it doesn't always work out that way, you know. I'm a trainer, not a world-class athlete. I'm a soldier. But as far as tactical goes, tactical fitness, you're going to have to jump some things. Afghanistan, I was having to jump creeks with 100 pounds on my back. So we've got to build up that power. And box jumps are a great way to do it. Power cleans, another great way to build up power. And then core strength, what I just showed you there, you can't beat it. So there's some tactical tie-ins for what I'm doing here in my home gym. So stick with Parabellum Fitness. Hope you enjoy the video. Hope it was educational. Sorry, I don't throw out all the terminology from NASM or anything like that. That's just not me. I'm going to tell you what body part it works, and I'm going to break it down really simple for you. Have a good day, and remember, Jesus is Lord.